Hey, what's up? It's time for some more Witch Watch. This is episode 19. So, last time we had, it was Kara and, her little floating, little paper thing, Shiki, I believe was his name. Let me look. Yeah, Shiki from I see it on the titles of the episodes. So that happened last time. There was a marble thing last time where they was selling marbles and created a trend. It was a good episode overall. I had a great time with it. And this episode, I can't help but notice that this episode just has one title. The episodes will generally have titles from like the different chapters they're in, but generally if it like has one title, it means it's like a longer story that probably went over multiple chapters in the manga. So yeah, this one I can see the title is Letter from a Friend. So I don't know, could this one be like an emotional one? I don't know. I kind of don't know what to expect from this. But the title to me rings emotional, like it feels emotional, but I don't know if that's true or not. So let's jump into the episode. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. Let's jump into this Witch Watch episode 19. Well, we're getting a little recap. Interesting, they're recapping now, 19 episodes in. Strange. Nemu. Is that a letter from a friend? To Moi, I will always be your friend. Aww. That's so cute. Aww. That's adorable. Ichni-san, Ichni-san. Letter from a friend. Yeah, he loves you. Did something happen? Visiting her grave. Aww. Are you gonna use magic to solve that? To make him open up more? Or is it gonna be like a flashback episode showing where, like, that letter and what happened to it, you know? Aww. Well, he definitely has lots of friends now. Even if that wasn't true back then. Jeez, man. Set him on fire. Oh my god. Or is it perfect? That's a weird place to do it. Oh my god, he burned a hole in his pants. You did set him on fire, jeez. That's when he got a big hole in the back of his pants, yep. Aww. That's really cute. I like that he laughed first. Like, she was trying to hold it back, but he laughed first. Oh, that's so cute. Adorable. So she gives him the letter. It gets torn up at some point, and then he collects the pieces. So I wonder how that happens. Do these motherfuckers like tear it up? Careful, she can turn you into a frog or some shit. She always tried it out on him. And they always ended up having fun eventually, I think. Yeah, he's worried it's ruining her reputation. Kotodama. Yeah, I mean, magic actually exists here. So. Uh-oh, those crows are a bad omen. What the fuck? This is magic, like she's actually putting magic into it. Yeah, these motherfuckers are gonna be the ones to tear it up. Oh, they just did it immediately. Oh my god. What the fuck happened? She summoned a kaiju? Oh my god. She's just electrocuting the fuck out of him. Yeah, you motherfuckers deserved it. Little shits. Aww. And look what you did to her. Oh. Oh, that crying is very sad. Oh, and she didn't even know about that he got it all back. A little family of outcasts. Well, he's doing a great job. Oh, that's such a pretty photo. Oh, the way he talks about her. Nico. Got friend zoned. Yeah, but he's still not in the romance side of it. Stoic boy, dayo. Oh, the letter! The letter's making them like still friends? Cause you'll always be my friends. It's friend zoning her, the letter! Holy shit! Oh yeah, I mean, he probably did that. Yeah. Damn, man! He hypnotized himself. Damn! Wow, that's a crazy storyline. Well, you gotta, like, tear up the letter, but then, you know, that's gonna be heartbreaking for him. And it's like something, it's not something you can super well explain to him. I need to tear up this letter so you can fall in love with me. This is really interesting. You gotta solve it yourself? I mean, Nemu, what can you do? You're a witch. Time to solve it, Nemu. I believe in you. Okay. So it just needs to be enough love to completely destroy it. Nemu's face. In normal situations. In normal situations it's bad. Feeling gram. It's nice that Nico knew this spell but hasn't used it. Huge. Wow. Oh. That's really nice to get that confirmation, honestly.
テントウムシニコがうざがらみしてネムは恥ずかしがってるけど悪い気はしてない。
なんか恥ずかしいんだけど。
監視がめっちゃ切れた後めっちゃ
じゃあ次はネムちゃんがケイゴくんはどう
Oh my god, no, no, no!
見たくない？見たくない。デリカシーって知ってる？
Oh, okay, go.
こんな広い庭でおやつをいただくなんて最高よね。
You're not being very subtle.
どうした不自然な顔して
は？いやなんかめっちゃこの写真見た。
俺がどうかしたのか
No bugs? Something sprouted but no bugs?
つむじ占いだ
There's a bug. There's two bugs. But they're not flying.
これは
It's defending her.
機械的に動くちっちゃくな友情。
Oh. That's really sad. I love this music.
ありがとね、もいちゃん。ありがとね。ありがとね。
Oh my god, is it gonna change like live?
さっきの芋虫がさ
Ah, it's evolving. Oh my god. The city's gonna be attacked by a giant butterfly.
もいちゃんたらこんなでっかい友情隠しちゃってても。
Huh? It's a flower!
これは花
Whoa, that's so cool!
そうね。
いつか溢れんだろ
It'll overflow eventually.
見守ろう
So he's gonna beat the curse over time.
僕も見たかったな。
Damn. That was a really cute episode. It wasn't like it wasn't like this was a really funny episode. This was like one of the least funny episodes of Witch Watch that there've been. But it was just like a really nice story, you know? It told a nice story that I feel like was really, really important for the series without being crazy dramatic, which I think is also like a really interesting way to do this story, where it's like it felt incredibly important, but it wasn't like a really big action thing. It wasn't even like a big romance moment or anything. Like it was actually kind of just the acknowledgement of feelings, which I think it's really cool that the series dedicates an episode. And I know that, like, it sound with other shows saying dedicates an episode wouldn't be that much of a commitment, but because this show generally has like 3 stories per episode, dedicating an entire episode just to this storyline, like, you know, really shows that they were, you know, putting importance to this storyline. And I think it was important because this is like endgame shit for this show. I mean, not even necessarily endgame shit, but this is like an important goal for this show, is the idea of Nico and Moi liking each other. That's what we kind of want. And so in this episode, they're acknowledging it and they go and like, well, you know, they haven't made much progress, but in this episode they show, look, they haven't made much progress because there's literally a curse on him, which is really interesting. I think that's such an interesting thing because it kind of acknowledges that up until this point, like, Moi hasn't taken any major steps towards Nico. It's been Nico taking all the steps towards Moi. But they acknowledge it in this episode as like, this is something that, like, that's actually, you know, this is actually magic that's causing that to happen. And that, you know, the magic exists there because they're so close. You know, like, if they weren't so close as to write that letter and whatever, then then it wouldn't be so effective. Because the reason it was so effective is like Nico cared so much about Moi that she wrote the letter and put her all into it, which made the magic in the curse very powerful. And Moi cared so much about her that he found all the pieces of the letter, stuck them back together, and put it on his wall to look at every day. So, like, both of them cared so much about one another that they made the curse extra strong. And it's just a friend-zoning curse, which is, like, a funny idea. And it's, like, very sad, but it's really interesting. I think that's, like, a great storyline idea. So, like, yeah, just really cool to come up with this idea and to show it, you know, this late in the series. I don't know what chapter about we're on, but I'm gonna guess this is in the, like, 50s or 60s in terms of chapters. And so like, you know, you're a decent way into the series at this point. You're like pretty deep into it, and you now say, hey, by the way, the main character has been under a curse this entire time, which is why the romantic progression hasn't been happening. But what they but I also kind of like that they didn't release the curse, but they also didn't go, well, he's cursed, so there can be no romantic progression. They actually, like, came to a fun little conclusion, which is like, look, it's a curse that's holding back his emotions, but at a certain point, his feelings are gonna get enough that it's gonna break that curse. And when that happens, I imagine it's gonna be like an outpouring of love. Like, I think he's all of a sudden, when it happens, going to feel a lot for her, which I'm really curious about, because I feel like this show could be one that actually tackles that. I have so much trust in this writer now because of the way that he's handled every aspect of this series so far. I've been continuously impressed with the way the show's handled stuff, and I feel like, you know, if he goes against the tropes that I don't like in series like this a lot of the time, which he keeps doing, he keeps going against those tropes and making better decisions. My thought is you, like, actually fully develop the relationship, you know? And I think he's going to develop the relationship of these two characters in some way or another. And I'm very curious to see, like, you know, where we go and how we get there. So I'm impressed, and I like it. And I liked that scene at the end of him, you know, she says thank you to him, and it's like just such a simple, small thing, but it's like she saw the letter, she acknowledged it, she thanked him. He kind of had those memories of her as a kid because the letter probably brings up those memories, and her finding the letter probably brings up those memories, and, like, remembers how grateful she's been to him and how she's always been at his side. And it just, like, it stirs the feelings within him. It's an adorable scene, and really cool idea that, like, the caterpillar grows into a butterfly, and the butterfly, like, turns into a flower as it's flying away. Is like, that's a cool idea. Obviously, he probably came up with the idea for that scene first and developed the idea of, like, well, it turns into bugs if it's just friendship or whatever. But I still think it's cool. I also like that this episode was a good way to, like, confirm stuff like, well, Kanchi doesn't feel anything for Nico, you know? Like, it used a way to, like, use magic to confirm, hey, yeah, they just have, like, a great friendship. And it's just a very fun friendship. Like, there's just, especially at the start of the series, for a second I thought it might be like a love triangle thing between Kanchi and Nico and Moi, but, like, it turns out no, there's no romantic rival here. It's straight up that they're just best friends, and it's great. That's awesome to just have those two characters be, Kan and Nico, just be best friends, just be hanging out, and then confirm with magic here that they're just best friends. It's really cool. I love that a lot. I also loved that scene where Nico set Moi on fire, and then like his pants were ripped and all of that, and it was you know, it was a humiliating thing, and she held back her laughter, but then he started laughing and she started laughing, and it was a very pure, adorable scene, I think. Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. I don't have a crazy amount more to say about the episode, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great episode. I'm very impressed. So yeah, that is Witch Watch episode 19. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.